In this video, I'll show you how to use Google Jamboard for remote teaching in a variety of methods. Google Jamboard is an interactive application that may be used for both synchronous and asynchronous learning. In this video, I'll teach you the most crucial aspects to know about how to use Google Jamboard, as well as a few various ways you may use it with your students. I think you'll find this tool really useful. Let's get started by going through some of Google Jamboard's most important features. You'll be able to see all of the previous jams you've created on the Google Jamboard site. Go to the bottom right-hand corner and click the Add button to start a new jam. After that, you can name your Jamboard. Then, at the very top, you'll notice an opportunity to modify your Jamboard's background. You can use blank or dotted lines, make it look like lined paper or graph paper, or use other colors for the background. The many options for interacting with the Jamboard are displayed on the left-hand side. The pen tool is the first tool. You'll notice that you have a variety of pens, as well as various colors, that you can use to handwrite text on the interactive whiteboard. So, for this demonstration, I'll simply write Erasmus to the top. There's an eraser tool below the pen tool, so you can see how I was able to erase the text I wrote. And now I'm just going to go back and select a new pen type and color so you can see how that might look. The Select tool is located beneath the eraser, and we'll look at it in a moment when we add selectable items to the Jamboard. The Sticky Note tool is located beneath the Select tool. You may customize your sticky note by selecting different colors and adding text. After you've added the sticky note, you'll notice that you can move it around, resize it, and modify the direction of it. If you select the three dots adjacent to the sticky note, you will have the option of duplicating that sticky note, which will generate an exact replica of what you just created. Space beneath the sticky note allows you to put various images, so now you have access to the complete range of picture selections available to you. You can either use Google to look for them, or you can upload pictures that you already have on your computer or in your Google Photos folder. You can resize the image, drag it around wherever you like, adjust the orientation, and copy it, just like the sticky note. There's also a laser tool that you can use to just point at various locations on your screen. Although Google Jamboard does not yet allow you to embed video files, you can use Google Chrome extensions to add different sorts of files to your Google Jamboard. You could, for example, install the free Giphy extension, select a Giphy you like, and then drag and drop it into Google Jamboard. If you click the next arrow at the top, you'll notice that it will continue to add new frames to your Jamboard, which are effectively additional whiteboard panels that you're creating. You'll see that you may download this Jamboard as a PDF from the top menu. You can also download it as an image file, which I'll show you how to utilize with students later. I'm the only one who can modify the Jamboard right now. You may utilize it without actually sharing it with students by sharing your screen during a synchronous video conference call and then using the Jamboard to illustrate instruction. However, the true goal of using Google Jamboard is to turn it into an interactive platform that students can contribute to. So you'll go to the blue Share button to share this with students. You can type in the name of a specific student there. You'll need to allow them editing access if you want the student to be able to write directly on the Jamboard or if you want another educator to be able to write on it. Another method for sharing the Google Jamboard with a full class is to go to Get Link, and then adjust the restricted access so that everyone who is given the link can access it. If you want everyone who clicks on that link to be able to interact with the whiteboard, you'll still need to switch it from Viewer to Editor. After you've adjusted that setting, you may copy the link and paste it into a Zoom or Google Meet meetings chat. Okay, for this section of the video, I'm going to show you a side-by-side demonstration of Google Jamboard so you can see how two different people interact on the same board. You'll see, for example, that if someone uses the laser tool, it will appear on the other screen with a tiny delay. In the same way, if an educator adds a sticky note, the sticky note will appear on the student's Jamboard. You'll note that if both people have editing permissions, they can interact with the Jamboard in the same way. So, for example, both participants may move the sticky notes around and place them anywhere they wanted. This is, in my perspective, a little bit annoying. I do wish that as an educator, I had the ability to lock what I had done on my screen so that students could not edit or change anything. The disadvantage of utilizing Google Jamboard in view-only mode is that it defeats the purpose of using it if students are unable to engage with it. However, if you're going to utilize Google Jamboard to show a mini lesson, it could be a good idea to restrict students to view only at first, and then rapidly change that back to editor when you want them to be able to edit again. Alright, now I'm going to show you a few different ideas for how you might use Google Jamboard during a session within Erasmus Plus framework. All these ideas could be used if the young people were all together on a video conference, or it could also happen asynchronously if the youngsters needed to be doing the work independently. The first idea is that you would use it as a brainstorming activity. So here, for example, you could create a sticky note where you give a specific topic and ask the youngsters to brainstorm about it, creating a mind map. Then they could add an image or sticky note and connect them by a marker. One of the things that I love about these live interactive tools is that it can still help the participants feel like they're part of a community, because they're going to be seeing all their peers posting their ideas, live, at the same time. In addition to a mind map activity, you could also lead a daily evaluation session asking the participants to post a different image about how they're feeling. Then students could go look in Google Images themselves to find an image that they want to post. Similarly, as the evaluation activity, you could also have students post an image and a caption that represents something important that they learned throughout the week. I hope this video helped you learn how to use Google Jamboard to make your next online session more interactive and engaging, and inspired you to explore new virtual teaching methods. Thank you so much for watching my video to the end. If you found the tips helpful, please share it with other educators or youth workers that you know.